Yes guys, walk and talk with me, episode 23, how to ruin your summer body in 30 days. We've all been there, haven't we? We've all been there. But before we start, it's Monday, I've trained shoulders, done cardio, done arms, done a few bits and bobs. It's the afternoon, I'm at 6,000 steps already, I've done cardio, and I'm ready to go. But this is how to ruin your body that you've just worked for in 30 days. So I've been there many a times, many of us have been there many of times. We've worked really hard to get to a physique for a certain holiday, for a certain day, for a certain period of time. We never think about doing it for longevity and forever. So here are some ways how you can ruin your body within 30 days as you've just got it. The first simple one will be, you get to that physique, you cut down on your water intake goes all the way down low. I've done this numerous of times. My water goes down low. I start drinking that fizzy drink here and there. The alcohol increases, weather's popping, it's nice and hot. Start drinking more and the water just goes out the window. That's one of the ways you can start building up body fat within the body. Alcohol is one of the worst things you can do to your body. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I've always done. I've got to my physique, I've gone on holiday, I've drunk away my physique, my core's gone, I look soft, I look watery by drinking loads of alcohol and forget about how we got there. Another way you can lose that summer body within 30 days is your plan goes out the window. All of a sudden, that high protein regime you've been doing, you've been eating steaks, you've been eating chicken and mince every day, you've been having protein shakes every day, getting it all down. Yeah, as soon as you get that physique, a burger creeps in, a pizza, loads of pasta with a bit of cheese. All the goals you've done to get there, high protein, steak meal, this and that, have all gone out the window. And this, like I said, everything I'm saying here, I've done numerous of times through my life by getting lean and putting back on body fat. You know what I mean? Things go out the window slowly, it creeps out. And this is going to be another one. Another way to put back on body fat within 30 days is your step count, your activeness goes downhill. As you reach this goal that you want to get to, all of a sudden that 10,000 to 15,000 steps per day goes to 5,000, it goes to 4,000. You're sitting around, you're lounging around, you're not active, you're missing days in the gym because you think you've made it and you've got there. There's one great saying to say about money, and it goes with health as well. I always say money is easy to make, but it's harder to keep. And it's the same with your physique. Dropping body fat, getting in shape is not hard when you know the science behind how to get in shape. But to maintain and keep that physique over years is the hardest bit. This is why I give my respects dues to anybody out there that can maintain a great physique year in, year out. I can be honest and take my hat off and say, I have messed around with my physique over the years, and this is why I've made this channel, to make people understand the slow way is the best way. You know what I mean? You've got to change that mindset and lock in forever. When I get to where I want to be, which is not far away now, I'm not going to fall off and work my arse off to drop off 4 stone, 3 stone ever again. I won't do it. And this video I've made here is for the people that are on their journey, that have got there, to understand it's about balance. There's no point having a one set mindset getting there, and when you get there, you go back to the old you, and everything you've worked for has completely gone. You know what I mean? Another way you can lose your physique within 30 days and put on loads of body fat is you've gone from being really active to now you're on Netflix all day, every day. You're just chilling, flicking through YouTube all day, no purpose, scrolling on your phone all day. The activeness has gone. You've gotten lazy. You've gotten sedentary. These are the ways that you can put back on that body fat you've just lost over the last 6 months to a year within 30 days. It's no lie, people. You know what I mean? Wait there, sorry. Sorry people, sorry, I'm so sorry. Another way you can lose your physique in 30 days is by you start creeping in takeaways. Instead of having one every couple of weeks, you're having one 2 to 3 days a week. Oh, it's alright, look at my physique, I got abs now. But this is what I'm saying, guys. You've got to keep the same mindset all year round. And this is what I've learned quite late. I'm not going to sit here and say I've been perfect, because I haven't. I'm making you understand you can't switch your mindset on and off with your physique. It's got to be a one set mind forever to maintain a physique. You know what I mean? So that's another reason, guys, why a lot of people will get to a physique and then it all goes in summer, the fluff in the winter, and they're talking about I'm on an off season. Guys, our off season is for bodybuilders. Bodybuilding is a sport. If it's not your career, you don't need an off season. There's no such thing as an off season for the average person. For someone that wants to put on more muscle and get more tapered and more V-tapered and more leaner for a show, I understand they've got to get really lean for a show and they've got to put on a certain amount of weight during the period to gain a bit more muscle, lift a bit more heavier, and get a better symmetry all round over their body. The average guy that works a desk job don't need to have an off season. The average female don't need an off season. So stop using that excuse, oh, summer's finished now, it's fluffy season, I've got to find my hobby, I've got to find a partner, I've got to find a girl now, cuddling season, I'm all fluffy. Then you work your ass off for 3-4 months in the new year for holiday season and so on and so on. The cycle needs to be broken, guys. It has to be broken. You know what I mean? And all of these things I'm saying, these habits, is what creeps back in, and you're on that hamster wheel of going back and forth and doing the same thing day in, day out, year in and year out, people. Another one, what can make you start gaining weight again, you stop tracking your food. You don't know what you're eating no more, you don't know what the nutrients is, you don't know how much carbs you have in a day, you don't know what your fat intake is, your protein intake, you don't know what you've got to calculate what you're doing. I'm not saying you've got to track forever, but you can't let all the principles just go out the window. Here's another one. Prepping your foods out the window now. You're not prepping no more. You're picking around for the day because you think you're alright and you're in great shape. Oh, I don't even need to prepare no more. I've made it. I'm that guy. I'm that girl. Guys, I've been this guy many times. I've got into a great shape and the acting just goes out the window. The cardio goes out the window. The focus training goes out the window. I'm training with no purpose. I'm going to bed later. The alcohol creeps in. Messy holidays. I've done it all, guys, so I'm here saying it from experience. If you want to maintain a great shape, you've got to keep the same principles, the same fundamentals when you get to that pinnacle goal. You get what I'm saying? You can't just fall off when you get to your goal. You have to maintain your goal. Listen to what I said earlier. Making money is easy. There's so many ways you can make money now, especially in the times we're living in now, online and stuff. But keeping it is the hardest bit for many people. And I say it again, it's the same with the physique. Body fat, when you know what you're doing, the most of us do, is easy to drop body fat. It's easy to make the scales go down. Get a better body composition, but to maintain it year in, year out is a different kettle of fish. And I don't know what it is with the human brain. I study all of this myself, and this is going to me myself as well. We'll work hard for a goal, and then we'll half-arse it when we get to the goal. It's backwards, people. It's backwards. So summer's coming now. If you're nearly summer ready, I'm not saying you can't go away and have a drink or whatever, but have that balance. Don't throw all the fundamentals out the window this year. Don't make it harder for yourself in winter. Don't make it harder for yourself next year, Jan. Saying the same thing about, oh, January the 1st, I've got to get on it for Iron Napa or Beaver or Marbella. Stay ready. I suggest, and this is my goal for myself as well, there's nothing wrong with fluctuating £7 to £10 a year, fluctuate between that. So when you do want to get ready, you've got £10 to drop. I can drop £10 in 2 weeks if I really put my mind to it. 4 weeks with my eyes closed and cruising it. You don't want to put that work in where your body composition goes all over the place. You get completely soft and you're 2-3 stone overweight, and you've got to work your ass off to get back to that place. I've done that numerous of times. I'm going through it right now. I was nearly 20 stone last year. That's a disgrace for me. My average lean physique size is 16 stone, 16 stone 7. I'm currently 17 stone 5, 17 stone 4. I've still got a good stone and a bit to drop. And I would never fluctuate back up to 19, 20 stones ever again. You know what I mean? Life happens, life was lifing. A lot's gone on over my life from say 2018 to now. But we keep going and we get over certain things and we keep it moving. You get what I'm saying? I've got to take accountability for myself and for the reason why I've put on that weight, and the same reason why you've got to take accountability for yourself and understand why you're putting on weight and sort it out. You don't need to fluctuate over summer, put all the weight back on in the winter and then go again. Manage your weight, manage your food, track what you're doing, get those steps in, get the cardio in, get the weight training in, go swimming, walking, skiing, whatever you fancy. If you're a runner, go running, keep active, keep that brain going. Have a routine, be boring. Being boring is the new great. Trust me, stick to a routine. Don't be a person that wakes up in the morning, you got no plan for your food, you're going to end up in McDonald's, a Starbucks, a Pizza Express, and you don't know what you're tracking, don't know what you're eating, you're at work eating at vending machines, you don't know what's going on. Have a plan, have a vision, and crack on. When you get to your goal, keep going, keep the same mindset, do not fall off. Well, that's all for today, guys. We keep it moving and we keep improving. Be extraordinary and dare to be different.